The following program is for adult audiences only.
The wait is over. This is
Eric and Gord. What if we're right?
Live right now.
Are you ready?
Find and like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram.
Find and like us on Facebook. Hi there. Happy Monday. It's March the 30th, 2020. I'm Eric, talking at you once again from Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada, where if time is money, I should seriously consider filing for bankruptcy.
You won't be the only one in the next fucking month or so.
How you doing, Gord?
I'm still breathing. How you doing, buddy?
Nice. It was a good, busy weekend. I kept running out of time, but it was a lot of fun. Real quick, gotta say hi to Mike at Pit Lane Parlay, #1 virtual racing podcast in the world. I gotta say that virtual racing is fucking cool. Everybody's racing from home now. All the big drivers, but they show the races on the TV on the weekends. It's like they're really there. It's fucking wicked. I want to say hello to my new best buddy, Russell Nolte. If you're a fan of graphic novels, go to russellnotley.com. That's Noelty, russellnotley.com. And if you're a writer, check out his website, thecompletecreative.com. It is absolutely the most helpful website I've ever seen for writers.
I actually referenced a person online about that because one of my friends had asked, "Well, does anybody have any advice on like writers on how to get started?" I'm like, "Yeah, go to this."
Yeah, he is. It's a really great site. I'm really impressed with it. And if you're a reader and you like sort of self-helpy type stuff, check out Personality Isn't Permanent. It comes out June 16th, but if you're a fan, go back and listen to the episode we did with Benjamin Hardy. And if you like what he has to say, I've got advanced copies of his new book that I've been authorized to give out. So you can email me, gwynethpaltrowsvagina@gmail.com, and I'll send you a free copy if you want. Okay.
Love that email address. So
Oh, it's the best. It's on our. You better, because it's on your business cards.
That's amazing.
Of course, I made new business cards, and then I went and changed our website again. That's very annoying, but I might as well get to that before we get to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, I know it sounds like a fucking infomercial every time you tune in, but I gotta try and hawk some stuff, and the easiest way to do that, you can go to our brand new website that is fucking fantastic. It is ericandgord.live. I'm pretty damn happy with it. Finally, a website I can be proud of. So check it out and tell me what you think. There's about 800 ways to get in touch with us on the website. So go there, do that, and we would really appreciate it. To accompany that website, I have a brand new app coming out. It's Android only, unfortunately, for the time being. So iPhone listeners, I'm sorry. I'll get around to you when Apple lowers their prices. But this new app, I need beta testers before we can get it onto the Google Play Store. So if you would like to be a beta tester for the new Eric and Gord, what if our app? Send me an email, gwynethpaltrowsvagina@gmail.com, and we'll get you set up to be a beta tester. And I can have up to 1,000. So please send me your emails and help me test my app and get it on the Google Play Store. And it is the shit. There's awesome ways to get in touch with me and Gord and just be part of the fun. It's very very
straight.
Cool. That's it. I'll talk about more later because there's more. But check out that ericandgord.live, and that's it for now. That's all I'm saying. ericandgord.live. Go to that. Check it out. It's fun. Tell us what you think. We really need you guys to start participating just a little bit and telling us what's good, what's bad. Because all this is costing us money. So if you don't like it, I'll change it. All right. Sorry about that. Gord?
No worries.
Business. I'll try to save as much of that crap as I can for Fridays from now on. That'll be part of my Friday thing. It'll just be a big, long fucking Eric and Gord infomercial.
Hey, we still have one of the shortest beginnings to that because a lot of people have just it's like 20 minutes of nonstop ads in the beginning of the show. So
that's what Joe Rogan does, and it really drives me nuts. And it's not. I've kind of lightened up on my Rogan opinion, but I get bored sitting there listening to his selling stuff, and I understand as a fellow podcaster, I understand why he has to do it, but it's frustrating. So
there's
try
no
to
denying.
be entertaining. Okay, I have two sections to today's show. I've got COVID news and non-COVID news. Where do you want to start?
Let's get rid of COVID.
Let's get rid of COVID.
Fucking just fucking get it out of the way.
But I have
a few things on it.
I have fun COVID stories. Just good. First of all, my first fun COVID story. Guess where they're not worried about COVID right now? Fucking Wuhan. Yeah. Wuhan's open for business. They're having a blasty blast over there. They're eating at McDonald's. Everything's open. They're loving it. So fuck those guys. 6 days in Wuhan with no new cases. So they're like, that's it. We're fucking, we're open for business. Because China's economy's fucked. They're way more fucked than ours, so. Because not only did this thing fuck their economy, but also everyone's like, fuck no, we're not buying from you.
There's...
The funny thing is, the Chinese government they're closing all international flights to foreigners and to locals because they don't want it coming back.
Yep.
So they don't want a second wave. And apparently, like, if you've got pneumonia, you're in government-mandated quarantine. Like, basically, if you look like you might possibly be sick, don't go outside because they will fuck your shit up. They do not want you out on the streets right now if you think you might be sick. Whether it's corona-related or not, they're not taking any chances in China. They're like, we're open, everything's fine.
It's funny about that because you've got like North Korea. Like I'm just about to get to them. Yeah, North Korea had a great solution, but I think China is taking that. They're taking tips from Kim. You get tested positive, you die.
Well, he's still saying there has not been a case in North Korea.
Yeah, well,
that's a good way to do it. Speaking of him, he launched two test missiles yesterday. His first long-range test missiles he's launched since 2018.
Oh boy!
Because he's like, fuck coronavirus, I got missiles. So
I can shoot it down.
The U.S. military held a press conference, and they said his actions were highly inappropriate. To which he responded, "Have you fucking met me?"
Yeah, like inappropriate does not even begin to describe.
Launching long-range nuclear weapons at this time of crisis is highly inappropriate. And he's like, "You're damn right, bitches. That's what I do.
That's what I do. I'm crazy."
I like him. He's like, "This is the perfect time to test my missiles. Like, nobody's got coronavirus." I'm surprised he didn't say something like that. Like, what? My missiles don't have COVID, stupid.
Yeah, God, and this guy rules something. That's just terrible. What the hell?
I like him.
Okay, hang on. I just it's in front of me. I just got to very quickly point this out. I just had this little thing open on my computer that I was looking at, and it's just a listing of the top 43 guitar players of all time.
Oh, Jesus. It's not from Google, is it?
No, it's from history101.com.
Okay, because they did the top 100 on Google, and I didn't even tell you about it. It was embarrassing to read. Sorry,
Kurt
carry on.
Cobain is number 18.
Yeah, Cobain's a good guitar player.
Have you ever heard him play a solo?
Yeah,
like,
very much so. It's very
that's like putting Neil Young and the fucking, which he is also sitting on that top list. Neil Young is a great songwriter. Kurt Cobain was a great songwriter.
Kurt Cobain was a good guitar player. He just liked to play shitty. He was actually really talented.
I've heard that, but there's very little examples of it because it's not like their music was anything but. Again, there's songwriters and then there's guitar players.
Yeah, no, he was a really good guitar player.
But you don't hear it on albums.
No, not really. But I guess that's why people are honoring him too, because it's like he could have, but he didn't kind of thing.
Yeah, see, that's a cop-out. That's bullshit. There's no way he's a better guitar player than, like, Tony Iommi.
Oh, no,
who is, like, number 38 on the list, for the record.
Definitely not, but...
Yeah. Like, I mean, just some of this shit is just... I just came across him thinking, get the fuck out of here. He is... Fuck off. Like, just...
Oh, he's damn good. Off. He just... that was his thing. He was good enough to not play... as part, he's just like one of those, I don't know, snobby dudes. He could do it, but he didn't want to. He had to be different, right? If he just played guitar like all the other good guitar players, it's not different. But yeah, he makes a lot of lists he doesn't belong on.
Yeah.
They give him credit for building that guitar, too. He didn't really build one. He put a broken Mustang and a broken Jaguar together and called it the Jag-Stang, and everyone went, oh, it's amazing. It's not amazing. Fucking, I piece together shitty guitars all the time.
I have to see who's number one. I got to click on each fucking line here.
Yeah, those lists are just, because the last one I read, like I said, I didn't even bother telling you about it, because it was just like, they had all kinds of weirdos on there.
Keith Richards, number 5.
Right? What the fuck does Keith Richards do that's so special? Except he's old.
He can't even put 6 strings on his guitar, for Christ's sakes.
I'll give him, he's the greatest guitar player in his age group.
He's an amazing... he's a great songwriter. He can write great songs, very catchy tunes. But again...
You know what else is catchy? Coronavirus. Nobody likes it.
Okay, Eric Clapton's number 2. Who the fuck is number 1? Jimi Hendrix, number 1.
Yeah, Hendrix was a fucking hack, too. Just because you're the only one doing something at the time doesn't mean you're that fucking special. Like, anyone under the sun now who's over the age of, like, 12 can run circles around that guy. He was not the best of all time. He's not even the best of his time, and I'm sick of everyone Hendrix loving. He was cool because he did shit that other people weren't doing, but whatever. He wasn't that special.
He was a showman. He was a good guitar player. He was a showman.
He was a good guitar player. I'm not saying he wasn't, but...
Yeah, but...
Showman, you're right.
It's the same
like
thing
Elvis. Elvis was a shitty singer and songwriter, but he was a good showman.
He was a showman. Yeah.
Those lists
exactly. I always say, if you ever want to hear Jimi Hendrix play properly, you listen to Stevie Ray Vaughan. So
there is... Where did I see... There's somewhere right now where you can get footage of Hendrix playing acoustic, and apparently it's like the one and only video in existence of him on an acoustic guitar.
Yeah, it's actually kind of decent. It's nothing special, but...
I don't know. Whatever.
Okay, yeah, sorry to interrupt.
No, it's a valid interruption. Tell us who you think should be on that list, guys. There's a good thing. Go to ericandgord.live. Go on the contact page and tell us who you think should be on the list of the best guitar players in the world. And just anybody you want. I don't care. I would like to know what you guys think.
It'd be interesting, because... I don't know. That just... Tony Iommi should not be number fucking 38. Like, that's just... Like, his solos, his recording style, the songs that he wrote, he's an amazing guitar player. You don't put that up at number fucking 38, up and above. Like, you don't put him below fucking Kurt Cobain. You just don't. Just irresponsible.
Yeah, those lists are as valid as
Pathetic.
all the other stuff on the internet.
That's true.
Another, just as we're working on Corona.
Okay. Yes.
Back to Corona. I just want to get it off my page so I don't have to look at it anymore. There was after they announced that the Olympics were not happening, there was a massive spike in the number of Corona cases in Japan.
No. Weird.
Not weird. Just Japan was lying about how many cases they had so that they could have the Olympics. And then since the Olympics aren't happening, they stopped lying.
Wow.
Like, yeah, no, we're fine. Everybody come on over. Yeah, we're not coming. All right, we're all fucked. We were lying.
This whole time. We got the second highest number of cases. Fuck you.
That's great. I love the world. Like, every government official is just such a piece of shit. Like, you were going to get the whole world into your country for your Olympics and just fuck us all because you had way more cases than you were saying you had. Way to go, Japan.
And people were looking at Japan as like, they've got so few cases. You know, this is great. Like, you know, what are they doing that's so good? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're lying. That's what they're doing. Oh, Japan, you're not listening to me. I've been saying, stop lying. Solve the problem.
Yeah. I think they missed the stop part and they just, Eric says we should keep lying. Okay.
He's always shouting. I can't tell. Did he say stop or start lying? I think he said start lying. No.
We should start lying.
Not what I said. So screw you, Japan. For now. Wow. I like Japan quite a bit. They're my favorite place I get sushi from. I don't know. I like them.
They make my favorite steel for knives.
Ah, there you go. That's a good reason to like them.
That's a great reason.
But that sucks. That's just shitty. Well, it could have been really bad. Like if Dick Pound hadn't come out and been awesome, that could have been really bad.
Yeah. Fuck.
So once again, thank you, Dick Pound. Fuck, I'm jealous. That's not my name. What's my other Corona? Oh! My favorite Corona story, and it's my last Corona story, I think.
All right.
So David Geffen.
Oh, yes. Geffen Records.
Sent out a tweet this weekend from his $560 million yacht where he is self-isolating. Saying, I hope you guys are okay or whatever. And some people saw that as insensitive because people are losing jobs hand over fist. They're getting laid off. The future's uncertain. People are already losing their homes, and he's just on his $560 million yacht going, that's pretty bad for you guys. I'm rich, bitches. Fuck you.
And I could sell my yacht and still never have to worry about anything.
That came across as slightly insensitive.
Wow.
He's worth $8 billion. He does not give a shit.
Wow, I didn't realize Geffen was worth that much. Holy shit.
$8 billion.
Wow.
It's from his yacht. It looks like a cruise ship. Like, I bet he's never even seen the whole thing. So he was trying to be nice. He's like, hey, it's David Geffen. I hope everybody's as okay as I am, kind of thing. I forget. I don't know what he actually said. I didn't read the tweet.
Oh my God, it's huge.
Yeah, right? And he tweeted it was a nice tweet. It was genuinely nice, but it just kind of taking pictures, taking aerial shots of his yacht from his like personal helicopter is not a good thing to do when everyone's broke.
It's called the Rising Sun.
Yep. And his tweet was something about the sun setting, and he hopes everybody's okay or whatever.
Actually,
Fuck
I'm just going to open that up because I got to read it. What does he say here? His Instagram thing. Isolate in the Grenadines, avoiding the virus. I hope everybody is staying safe. His yacht is the photos of his luxury confinement aboard a 454-foot fucking rising sun, one of the world's biggest private vessels.
That is amazing. And
Wow.
he's just like, I just thought I'd tweet and tell you guys I'm fine. If it gets any worse, I'm taking this to my rocket ship and it's flying me to my space station.
You were off. His net worth is $9 billion, not 8.
Does it really matter?
No, not really.
After the first, like, 5 billion, it stops mattering. I can't talk too much on the air. I literally can't talk too much on the air about my company I work for. But that family, who now only owns 40% of the company, they are still worth $200 billion. Fuck. The family, it's 4 family members of the man who started the company. 200 billion. Like, how do you... You're not even human at that point. What do you do when you've got 200...
No.
Like, they can't be normal. They gotta be fucked up. Or they're horribly normal, and that's just even more obnoxious.
It's just incredible.
$9 billion.
They're...
David Geffen. Geffen, he knew his stuff. He was a damn good record company dude. And he was a good guy, apparently.
As of August 2019, the Walmart family net worth was $191 billion.
Yeah, once again, not naming the company I work for.
The Walton...
Not naming the company I work for on the air, because I'll get fired.
That's not the company.
You can't say their name. I shouldn't have brought it up. Fuck.
Sorry.
I literally had to sign a non-disclosure agreement because of this show.
Well, you didn't mention it.
Well, it can't. Let's change the subject right away.
Yeah, let's change the subject. Sorry, guys. You're an amazing company. I still shop for you.
I'm going to bleep that out.
Sorry.
I got some editing to do. Yeah, okay. It was 191 you read as of August?
191 billion.
Yeah.
Of August of last year. So Lord knows that's gone up since then.
I'm buying stock in that company. And they're hiring. They're on a big hiring thing right now. Everyone's firing. Walmart's like, fuck. Now you got me. We're just cutting out this whole fucking segment. It's not like the show's live, right? Oh, damn it.
Fuck. I'm so sorry.
So, that's that. Yeah, 200 billion. That's fucked up. So that's all I had for Corona, but that's some fun, like, side Corona news. That wasn't some real Corona news. I don't care about numbers and shit anymore. I just try to find interesting.
Here's what I have with
Here's
Corona
what Gord
news.
has about Corona. And if you guys have COVID news for me, send us an email. gwynethpaltrowsvagina@gmail.com.
When was this? Well, this was actually today. The Trump administration has ruled that gun shops are considered essential businesses and will remain open.
What the fuck is wrong with him?
After days of lobbying by the NRA, the National Shooting Sports Foundation, and other groups, the Department of Homeland Security this weekend issued the advisory declaring firearm dealers should be considered essential services, like grocery stores, pharmacies, and hospitals.
I don't understand the NRA. Like, I don't understand the grip they have on that country. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I don't get it either. I really, really don't.
They can't be that powerful. Like, what if you just said no to the NRA once? Really, what would happen? They're not going to shoot you.
Well, that's right. That's not going to look good. But yeah, it's just now. So you have that. So that's there's some news for you.
So, but that could play backwards too, because I get it. Like, he's trying to, okay, well, gun shops can stay open, and that'll help them financially. But they're paying an employee to be at their store. Nobody's going out and buying a fucking gun legally right now. So that's actually going to end up costing them money in the long run.
Yeah, that's the least of their concerns. Apparently. On the same token, over the weekend, gunfire violence has killed 5 people in Philadelphia.
Oh, good. So it's slowing down.
It's slowing down. Some of these are weird. There's a 33-year-old dude who died within minutes after he was shot in the face and neck while sitting in his car on a Friday afternoon. A 22-year-old man who was shot in the back, torso, and leg on Sunday afternoon died a few minutes later. 2 hours later, another man was shot to death in North Philadelphia. And then a 41-year-old guy was shot in the head in the wee hours of Monday on a train.
Well, it's good to see America getting back to business as usual.
And then on Monday afternoon, a 22-year-old man was shot in the face. And nobody was arrested or charged in any of them.
I think the cops just don't give a shit anymore. It's like, good, shoot each other.
Cops don't know. Yeah, that's less people to get the virus from. So there you go. So, yeah, guns are now considered essential.
Guns are an essential service. That's awesome. Guns don't kill
amazing.
people. Trump does.
Fuck. Democratic lawmakers, they want to call for racial data in virus testing because they think that it matters.
How do they? What are they? Shouldn't they be off fucking worrying about stopping abortions or something stupid? Racial testing.
No, they're always about. No, it's always about racism. That's what their whole thing is about. It's racism.
Oh God, they drive me nuts.
Yeah, that's all I want to say. I don't even want to talk about that one. Otherwise,
I love that Trump yesterday said, he's like, if Harry and Meghan come to the U.S., we're not paying their security costs. And Harry and Meghan were like, we never asked you to. We have security, so fuck you, Trump. Like they were never part of that conversation. They had plans for America. Yeah. But he just had to pipe up like, yeah, if they come here, I'm not paying. Like, yeah, well, you don't have to, jackass. We never even included you in that, so go away.
Shut up, moron. I'll get the heavy one. New York is just getting back fucked right now. They've got over 1,200 deaths. It's so bad that all the major hospitals, they're actually getting refrigerator freezer transport trucks to load the dead bodies in.
Well,
this is legit truth. Like it's insane.
I'm not sure that it is that bad when you look at the numbers, though. Like they're probably having a difficult time
in like a week.
I'm sure they're having a difficult time dealing with it. But it's you got to really put it all into perspective. Like the population of New York is like pretty much the same as the population of fucking Canada. Mm-hmm. So
they had 253 people die in a single day
out of 8 million, though.
Like, yeah, but think about the toll that's putting on the hospitals and on that's not including anything else. You haven't included car fatalities. You haven't included murders, accidentals, suicides.
And I'm sure they're all down
253 people.
In light of what's going on. I'm not saying it's not bad. I'm just saying it's that in 8 million people, 200 deaths a day is not that shocking.
Oh, apparently it is for them. That giant the fuck is that ship there? The USNS Comfort, which is the massive medical ship, has officially docked at New York today. It's got 1,000 beds, 12 operating rooms to help deal with, all the shit they're dealing with. One of the things that's really kind of bugged me is you have a lot of deaths going on right now. And you have a lot of organs that could be used for a tremendous amount of transplants around the fucking countries right now, and none of them are being used because nobody's doing major surgeries unless absolutely necessary. So all these organs are just going to waste.
Where does the virus live? Could those organs have viruses?
It depends on lungs, no, but other parts of the body, like other things, like heart would be fine for heart transplants. I don't know, pancreas. I don't know what the fuck else.
But
Brain.
you got to think, like, if these are people, like, it's still most of the deaths are people with pre-existing health conditions. So are they? Maybe some of the organs aren't. They're just no good. I don't know.
I don't know. I just one of the things I came across yesterday that I thought was a little disconcerting in that sense, because well, fucking hey, if you can use it, fantastic. I mean, if you can't, whatever, you can't use it. But if you can, but you're just not, pretty fucked up for those poor people sitting on waiting lists for the last fucking 6 years that could have used this shit.
Yeah, but they're probably gonna die from COVID-19 anyway. So
that's true. They'll be the next donors. Big news in Florida regarding this outbreak, if you will. Florida officials have arrested the pastor of a megachurch after he held 2 Sunday services with hundreds of people. And but here's the dumb thing. So, like, when you look at, like, in Ontario alone, if I am caught, I don't know, in a group of, like, if I'm in a car with more than one other person that I don't live with, it's $1,000 fine right there.
Yeah, they got someone in Halifax. They got a woman and they find her and towed her car.
That's right. So, I mean, that's right there. This guy literally has hundreds of people. It's like having hundreds of people in your fucking car. And he's got them all doing this, and his bail was set at $500.
Well, you look at him. He's not clearly a wealthy man. No one in Florida is. But they got, Florida, like, COVID's really the least of their worries. They have so much fucked up shit going on down there. We just did a show about how all the water is full of actual feces. Like, you think they're worried about a little bit of... They don't care.
It'll help
the
shut
whole
people
state
up.
is fucked. So it really, I don't know. I think judge it case by case. Like, really, just this guy holding church, is it really that big of a deal? Those people are all going to go home and drink their feces-filled fucking water and die from something terrible anyway. And
then head to another fucking state and spread their COVIDs and keep the fucking pandemic going.
That would be the thing to do. If just block off Florida, no one's allowed in or out of Florida. They could do that. They got state troopers and shit there.
Yeah, Trump wants to block the Canadian border, though. I mean, so, like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm still trying to figure that one out. Why would you want to block? Who the hell's going to go into this? Who wants to go to the States right now? You're not allowed to leave your house.
Yeah,
what the
but
fuck you getting travel to the States for?
He's worried about people coming from other countries, and then we let him into Canada because that's what we do, and then they trickle down to his territory. He's not worried about Canadians. He's worried about people we let in, and then they disappear because we don't keep track of them, and they end up in the States. Yeah, I've been calling for that border to be shut for years. I'm so for this. Close down the American border. Yes, please. Get those fucking parasites off our ass.
I fully agree on that. My last thing about the COVID thing is, so I've been talking about this for like almost 2 weeks now, is that funeral homes have been doing the live streaming.
Yeah.
Well, 17 members of a British family all catch coronavirus after attending a funeral.
What a shock.
Yeah, I mean, and one of the relatives died of the illness. So they go to their funeral and end up killing another person because of it.
My sympathy for anyone ran out last night at midnight. I'm just putting that's the number I'm putting on. If you get it from this point on, it's your fucking fault. No one's doing this to you. If you haven't figured it out and you get it and you're that worried about it, it's your fucking fault.
Yeah. I fully agree.
No more sympathy for anybody.
Yeah. 17 members of a family all got the virus because of the funeral. You fucking morons.
17 members of a stupid family. Like, here's the thing. I've been bitching for those same 2 weeks about how I think this whole isolation thing is stupid, but guess what? It's the fucking law, so do it and let's get it over with together. The longer we drag this out, the more miserable we are. The longer we have to be miserable. So figure it out. Stay home. Whatever in your area is required of you, just fucking do it. Get this done. Yeah. I don't want this shit dragging out till August.
No, I would. I mean, not that I'm a summer person, but I would still like to enjoy the summer somewhat. I mean, I spent a lot of money on fucking passes for for my ex-girlfriend's fucking family, so they can go to fucking they can go to a water park, and now I'm scared that whole money's gonna go to fucking waste now. I'm gonna be pissed about that if that fucking goes to waste.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
The one thing I am looking forward to is the airline companies are going to be looking to recoup a lot of money. So they're going to have all kinds of crazy deals once this shit's lifted.
Yeah, that's the truth. The Superior Court of Justice in Ontario has put out a recommendation saying parents should respect custody agreements during the pandemic. Do not allow them to not let the other parents see their child unless there is a direct risk, health risk.
Yeah.
Meaning unless the parent has the virus.
Yeah.
Otherwise, no. Stop. Don't hold back from letting kids need both their parents especially during something like this.
I totally agree.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons I wanted to bring it up.
Totally agree with that one.
So that's in Ontario. Says here, there's a zero tolerance for any parent who recklessly exposes a child to any of the risks. But that being said, stop being an idiot. I'm paraphrasing. Exactly. I wish it actually said that, but yeah. It says the message is be reasonable, act in good faith, and expect some eventual accountability if you haven't done that.
Yeah.
So
the family court laws are all changing next month. And this kind of stuff is going to become a lot easier to mitigate. But yeah, it's for the best for the kid. Don't be fucking selfish about it. Especially little ones, they don't understand. They don't know what's going on. They don't know why they're home, and don't explain it to them. Just let them see their goddamn fathers. That's really what it comes down to. Or mothers occasionally, but I couldn't agree more with that ruling. That is very cool.
Yeah, so I think it's great. I mean, yeah, it's nice to see something like that actually sort of happen because people are fucking retarded. So that's what happens.
It is a true thing.
Okay, I am officially done with Corona.
Thank God. You guys, I want to hear your Corona stories. Did you survive it? Are you out there? Tell us your Corona stuff. Send us emails. GwynethPelchersVagina@gmail.com. Tell us your Corona horror stories. I'd love to hear them. And in that same email, you can tell us why you think you should get one of the very limited edition special Eric and Gord stylus pens that are going to be available to give out this week. These things are magnificent, and I have a few that I didn't mind giving away to some deserving fans. You guys got to be fans. I'm talking like Ashburn, Virginia type fans.
Yeah, that's who we need to hear from this. That'd be fucking dope.
These are quality Eric and Gord pens. We are not giving them out to just anybody because we don't have that many.
These aren't your traditional Bic pens, my friends. This is not some shit.
So shoot us an email. You can do it that way, or you can, GwynethPelchersVagina@gmail.com always works, or I should get a pen at gmail.com. You email I should get a pen at gmail.com and tell me why you think you should get a pen, and we might give you a pen. For details, go to ericandgord.live. And there's a video about the pens. There's a lot going on about these pens. They're hot.
Hot. Hot.
Who? They are hot. Okay. Yeah, these pens are wicked, guys. You want one. Trust me. Where am I?
No, can you talk for 3 minutes on your own?
Oh, I could probably talk for 3 minutes on my own.
Okay, you got probably only 2 minutes, but go ahead. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, of course.
Classy,
Okay.
I know.
Well, what do I want to talk about while Gord's gone? I am going to obviously try to sell you guys stuff. We have launched over the weekend. We launched ericandgordstuff.com. ericandgordstuff.com is in association with our new website, Eric and Gord Live. It is an online store. Online store with a bunch of awesome Eric and Gord merchandise. Good prices on stuff. Awesome fast shipping, all that stuff. Eric and Gord merch. We got hoodies, we got t-shirts, we got coffee cups, we got pretty much anything you could name. We have it. It might not all be listed there yet, but it is coming in the next couple of days. ericandgordstuff.com. Buy some Eric and Gord stuff. Show your support for the show. And just show and look awesome while you're doing it. It's quality stuff coming out. And it's good prices. And we could really use some support. T-shirts, hoodies, coffee cups. We got posters. We got coasters. We got beer koozies. We got all kinds of stuff coming out. Stickers and cool shit. So just show us a little love and go to ericandgordstuff.com and buy some stuff.
I feel so much better. Let's podcast.
Again, more information on that at ericandgord.live. I was just telling them about our new store where they can go buy cool back-to-school Eric and Gord stuff.
Oh, I am going to be going a little bit gangbusters on that, so just letting you know.
Anything that's not there, get me on Facebook. You can also get in touch with the store on Messenger and just ask. I'm sure we've got it. It's just not listed there yet. But anything you want, we can probably get. So I did Trump. He's sort of Corona, and it's kind of funny because it's something I always talk about. Steve Nash Fitness World, my favorite fitness world.
Yes.
Of all the fitness worlds, Steve Nash's is my favorite. They laid off everybody due to coronavirus. Everyone in their 24 locations. They said, okay, everyone's laid off because of coronavirus. And then they sneakily filed for bankruptcy and went out of business.
Really?
The motherfucker's been broke forever, mostly because no one wants to look like Steve Nash. It's a horrible name. He's 5'3", skinny little white guy. That's not a name to put on your gym. Put George Foreman Jim, not fucking skinny white guy Jim. Dummy. Plus, he never went there. But they've been hemorrhaging money for a long, long time, and they're using COVID-19 as their excuse, but nah, it's been forever. So that sucks.
Wow, that's shocking.
That's a sneaky way to do it, though. Like, oh no, we're fine, everything's fine. Oh, COVID, we're bankrupt.
Oops.
Pricks. Here's something kind of cool. This is in my file of, holy fuck, who still does that? A Van Gogh painting was stolen in an overnight heist from a Dutch museum on the weekend.
Oh, well done.
I was like, who the fuck is heisting museums? Like, does that really happen? I thought that was only in like fucking movies, but yeah. This museum, not uncommon for them, because the Thinker, Rodin's The Thinker, was also stolen from this museum in 2007.
Wow,
it was recovered.
Yeah.
The value of the Van Gogh is not yet immediately determinable, but it's a Van Gogh. Like, I'm sure it's worth some money. I just think that's cool. Like, I'm sorry, Dutch museum whose name I don't remember. But that's kind of cool. Like, that's ballsy. Like, I like that still happens. Like, the way I like that there's pirates, I like that there's fucking art thieves out there. That's cool. Hey, if you're the one who stole this painting, shoot me an email. Let me know. I won't tell anybody. I just want to know if you're the dude.
Yeah, I just want to talk to you about it.
Be a guest on the show. Go to ericandgord.live and put your name on the calendar. Become a guest. I would love to talk to an art thief. And it can be anonymous. We can even change your voice. I can do that right here from my speaker studio. So if you want to talk about being an art thief, please get in touch with us. I would love to have you on the show. And we'll give you a pen for sure.
Oh, yeah, you'll get a pen. The best thing is about this break-in is when you think of, like, when you hear about these break-ins, it's always, like, elaborate. No, they got in through this thing and used the scaffolding and scrolled down from a wall and
you
crazy shit like in the movies.
You don't know this wasn't
These
elaborate
guys?
just because it's a smash and grab.
Well, that's just it. They 3:15 in the morning, smashed the glass door in the front entrance and took one painting and left.
Who's hanging the? Did no one? If the Van Gogh is within arm's reach of the glass, that's bad planning.
But I mean, genius because they've been closed, so they're down to like the very bare minimum of staff, if at all any.
That was the one thing I said you're going to start seeing. I said last week, start looking for crime. It's going to start picking up all over the place.
Yep.
Everybody's broke.
And not petty crime. You're going to see major crimes because
this
is the time you can get away with the big stuff.
Nobody's watching their businesses. Can you imagine what's getting robbed right now and it's not making the news? Everybody's getting robbed. No one's at work. No one's there to watch. Yeah. If I had a van, I'd be out robbing all you people right now, and Gord would be talking to himself.
Did you know that in 1991, thieves made off with 20 pieces from the Amsterdam Van Gogh Museum that were worth over $500 million?
That's awesome.
Yeah, one of the robbers hid the museum until after closing hours and let the other guys in.
I like that the police said, an alarm was sounded, and we tried to get there, but the painting and the thieves were gone when we arrived. Like, no shit, of course. Why would you be here if they weren't? That wouldn't be a robbery then. Idiots.
No, it'd be an attempted. By the way, that thing in 1991, after the guys got out, they had a second car that they were planning to meet up with. A half an hour after the robbery, the car got a flat tire, so they abandoned their loot, and the four guys got arrested and sentenced.
They abandoned the loot because they got a flat tire? They got $500 million? They're like, fuck it, let's get out of here.
Yeah, like, really? God, you're dumb.
Idiots.
In 2016, Italian police recovered 2 Van Goghs valued at over $50 million at a house in Naples that allegedly belonged to a drug smuggler. They were stolen in 2002 from the museum from the Amsterdam.
The one thing I know about art thieves, I know this to be true, is they don't steal shit unless they have a buyer. So someone wants Van Gogh, obviously.
Yeah. Yep.
That much I know. I know a guy who has a Monet, a real Monet.
That's pretty cool.
And
I'm looking at the picture. It's nothing all that special, I'll tell you that much.
No, I find that with a lot of art.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a nice picture, but, I mean, when it comes to Van Gogh, I guess, I don't know.
Well, it's like a name thing, right? Like, look at any fancy rich people shit. They're always crappy, and it's the Emperor's New Clothes. Someone's convinced them it's fucking fancy shit, and it's always junk.
That's true.
Like, look at back when Mercedes were a real big status thing. They just looked like fucking Volvos. There's nothing special about them.
Volvos with a special fucking emblem on the front.
That was it. You're just paying for that emblem. Rich people do that. They get something stupid. They get swindled into buying something dumb, and rather than admit that they bought something dumb, they try to convince all their rich friends that it's cool. And then the rich people are like,
all it takes is one museum person. That's all it takes.
I have to get one of those. And then everyone runs out and gets the dumb thing. Then all your maids and butlers and me, your fucking gardeners and shit, we all just laugh at you for buying stupid shit.
Do you remember hearing about the Ontario, the ROM, the Royal Ontario Museum, when they spent $1.4 million on this quote-unquote chunk of art? It's literally just a giant canvas with a white stripe and 2 red stripes.
Yes.
Or a red stripe and 2 white stripes. And it was like, really? You really? This is what you're spending your money on?
Well, Vancouver just did the same thing. They hired a commissioned artist for $500,000, and the guy just hung a chandelier under a bridge. That's his big art. I don't even remember what it's supposed to stand for. It's so stupid.
Lighting the way so the homeless can see who they're robbing.
Art's dumb. there's my encouragement to everybody out there. Art's dumb.
Yeah.
Something I love. Here's an art story for you. The Nintendo Switch. It's actually quite popular.
Okay.
So over the weekend, the Nintendo Switch 2020 announced their new lineup of games. Can you guess what it is?
No.
Fucking Super Mario! Shock! Way to go, Nintendo, for doing the same fucking thing every year. This is going to feature it's going to feature 38 Super Mario games. Like, how the fuck is there 38 Super Mario games anyway? But, well, that's because for 38 years they've been putting out Nintendo every year. And that's all they come up with is the same goddamn thing. Like, come up with a third character, for fuck's sakes.
Something, anything, please.
It's just, I don't get it. And people love this shit, but 38 Mario games and 75 Zelda games and not one other fucking game. Oh, God.
Yeah, you you ain't fucking lying there, my friend.
I like Mario as much as the next guy. I really do. I have nothing against Mario or Luigi or the whole gang. They're fucking cool. I wish they'd make a decent movie. But, like, come on, do we really need... How many more Mario games do you need? Put out something original.
Well, that's why they do the Mario games, because they don't have to think.
I guess.
They can just say, hey, instead of putting him in a fucking raccoon costume, we're going to put him in a fucking skunk costume. Call it Mario 2.8.
That's what they do. But people buy it. Like, who are you morons that keep... Oh, this is so different from Mario 2.7. No, it's not. It's the same shit. Pisses me off. What am I doing? Sorry, I'm writing while I'm talking. I can't do that. I get distracted. So that's my endorsement. Go buy Nintendos, I guess. Dummies. I don't know. Someone likes it, or they wouldn't do it, I guess. I don't know how. Mario's been around almost as long as actually, probably longer than I have, because Mario started with Donkey Kong.
Yep. It's been around as long as I have. I know that much.
That is nuts. And just the same game over and over. Oh, look, now he's in blue. It's the third guy. No, it's the same fucking guy.
Seriously, look at the mustache. It's the same dude.
God. Put out a decent movie.
Now, speaking of
Mario.
comedy.
Mario.
Right? Just fucking Mario. Fuck him. Where's Luigi's game? Why doesn't he have his own game? What the hell?
Fuck.
Need the green guy running around. Eric, there's been on Netflix, there's a series that's on Netflix right now that is literally taking the world by storm. People cannot get enough of this shit. And it is called Tiger King, Murder, Mayhem, and Madness.
Oh, yeah, he's a dumbass.
Well, the guy who this all is about, Joe Exotic, he has filed a lawsuit in federal court in Oklahoma City against the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, the U.S. Department of the Interior, the assistant U.S. attorney who prosecuted him, and several witnesses. And he is suing them because he claims that he was singled out for prosecution because he is, quote, an openly gay male with the largest collection of generic tigers and crossbreeds.
Singled out for what?
That's for prosecution.
For what? Prosecuting him? Why is he being prosecuted?
Oh,
for having tigers?
He was sentenced. No, he
was
sentenced
to what?
to 22 years in prison
for what?
For his role in a murder for hire plot.
Okay, well then that's got nothing to do with you being Siegfried and Roy's fucking backup. You killed the guy. That's not. Oh, this is because I'm gay. No, it's because you're a murderer. That's very different.
Yeah, he didn't actually murder the person, but he tried to hire. He hired a person to kill this woman who is against people who have these tigers as like pets and stuff because
So
they're
am
never. Yeah.
Plus,
So she
you're
was
not
just
getting
one of
any
those people that
sympathy
was-
anyway, because everyone's siding with the Tigers on this one, dude. Sorry. No one thinks you should have them in captivity anymore.
No, exactly. And he's suing, by the way, for $94 million.
Yeah, oh yeah. Sure, the government of Oklahoma has $94 million. The whole state of Oklahoma doesn't have $94 million, dummy.
It all got. They used to have money, but then their building blew up from Timothy McVeigh, and now they got no more money.
Yeah, that dude, that Jewel, there's a movie about him now.
Yes, there is.
Just holy, how bitter have you been that you just been sitting at home fucking stewing and writing this movie? And he's got, I guess he's got sort of grounds to be bitter, but.
I guess.
So well, I don't know. Really, after this long, why don't you just let it go? Like, we thought you blew up the stadium. You didn't. Sorry. Really, it's been like, when was that? Oklahoma. That was like 90?
Oh,
92?
Yeah,
92, because it was before the Olympics. And Tiger Dude, sorry, buddy, you tried to kill a guy. And they prosecute for that shit. That happens at least once a year. Someone gets prosecuted for trying to hire a hitman. Don't do the fuck. They come down on you almost as if you murdered the guy. You might as well just go kill a guy.
Yeah, 1995.
95. Yeah, I said 92.
April 19th. Yeah, April 19th, 1995.
Yeah, don't hire a hitman because you get caught and it's just like murder.
You might as well just fucking murder the person.
But I don't.
You're gonna go away for just as much.
See, certain groups of people try to do this, like, oh, this is because I'm black, or this is because I'm gay, or this is because I have tigers. It's like, no, it's because you hired a hitman. That's illegal. It has nothing to do with anything else. You can't. You don't get to play that card all the time. And plus, that one, where did you think that was going to work? Like, black guys usually got a fairly good leg to stand on with that argument. And usually if gay guys are complaining about something, it's because they have something to complain about. But because I've got 30 tigers and I'm gay. No one's maliciously looking for that guy. No one's
that's not high on anybody's list.
You know who I fucking hate? Guys with tigers. I'd go kick some guys with tigers' asses. Nobody's persecuting you.
Can you imagine the guy in the next room sitting next to that conversation going, yeah, but you know what's worse? What? A gay guy who owns tigers.
Yeah, right?
Fuck yeah, man. We got to get rid of them. That's it. Find us one. We're gonna lynch them.
You know what I hate? Fucking faggots. Nah, they're not so bad. What about faggots with tigers? Yeah, they're the worst. No one. That conversation's never happened.
It's never happened.
Sorry, tiger guy.
Yeah, he's also claiming that his conviction was based on false and perjured testimony. But yeah,
which one of the tigers turned you in, dude?
Right. Is it the false and perjured testimony of the cop you hired to murder the woman? I'm just wondering. Just thought I'd ask. Fucking dumbass.
This is because I'm a tiger owner, isn't it? No, it is not.
No. That's a reason why you're a douchebag, but that's not why you're here.
What are you looking
at? Understand?
He's one of those guys that walks his tiger on a leash. And he's like, "What are you looking at? Stop staring at me." No, it's because you've got a fucking tiger, idiot. That's rare. People look. God. I hate being the center of attention. Then why do you own 30 tigers, prick?
Right? Like, this guy owned massive amounts. Like, he had... it was a whole fucking business thing for this guy. It was a huge fucking sort of ranch thing, but...
Now I hate this
all
guy.
that, but... Yeah.
Now I am persecuting. If you're a gay guy with more than 29 tigers, I'm getting you. I will send someone to come after you. I hate those guys. But you have to fit a very certain set of criteria. You have to be batshit crazy and own more than 29 tigers.
That's the criteria.
That is who I discriminate against. I hate discrimination, except if you're batshit crazy and own more than 29 tigers. Then I don't care. I hate you. There you go. I'm glad that came out tonight. I'm glad you read that story. I was avoiding that guy too, but I'm glad you brought it up. This is what we do. If you go to ericandgord.live, it will explain to you that our researchers, they don't let something important go past me and Gord. If it's important, it will get on our show. And if it's not on our show, it doesn't fucking matter.
Pretty obvious to me. Oh man. I personally, this next one brings a little bit of personal joy to me because fuck this guy. In Billings, Montana, the former Blackfeet Nation chairman, who had defrauded a tribal Head Start early education program through an overtime pay scheme, was sentenced on Monday to 10 months in prison. Because that's what he fucking gets. He stole more than $230,000 from the program, for himself.
Why don't we, with guys like that, why don't we just let them free and be like, no, you have to get coronavirus. That's your thing.
Well, that's the humorous thing you mentioned that because he wanted his plea was to be spared prison time because of the coronavirus. And they're like, no, you're going to go to jail and you're going to get the virus. So fuck you.
Like, how do you social distance in jail?
Well, you don't.
I'm surprised we haven't heard some story about like an entire jail's got it now. Although they're not going anywhere in the first place, so it's pretty hard to smuggle it in, kind of thing. But
actually, no. I have my cousin and a good friend of mine are both corrections officers in the big Milton Supermax jail, and they're posting shit left, right, and center of the outbreaks that are going on in jails all across the country. Just nobody's talking about it.
Well, because nobody cares. Your criminal is good. You should get it.
Yeah.
And because they're realizing that most people in jail are like healthy, like average age dudes, it's probably not that bad.
Yeah, well, they're so they're complaining.
Weinstein got it apparently.
Oh, well, then he'll be dead even faster. Then that's cool.
Yeah.
Probably the first thing, as soon as they got in there, the first thing so he just went over and just fucking coughed right in his face.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Oh, his first night in jail, he fell. Had a big roommate's fucking busted his head in.
And your just asshole happens to be bleeding at the same time. Sure. Whatever. Douchebags. So who is this motherfucker? Do I even care about his name? Does it matter? Willie Sharp. Nope. Yeah, Willie Sharp. That's his name.
Well, obviously not as sharp as you thought, dude.
Right? They said that because of his age and health problems, it put him at a high risk to get the virus. And they just said, he fucked children out of education. So don't care.
Although kids are all getting homeschooled right now anyway, so they're getting fucked out of their education anyway.
Yeah, but this was back in 2013 is when it all started.
Okay.
They went on for 15 months from 2013 to 2014.
So 2013, if you're scamming kids in 2013, that means they've already graduated by now, which means they're the assholes who started the social distancing thing. So fuck you, yeah. Nah, I'm just kidding. I couldn't even go on with that.
Apparently, after the fraud was uncovered, the Blackfeet tribe did an internal review and agreed that it could not justify the overtime claims that's when the police were brought in, and he got fucking nailed. So, fuck you, you piece of shit human being.
That happened. Like, First Nations government people are the fucking worst. Like, they are all stealing from their people. Every single one of them.
Yep.
These stories aren't... they're rare because they don't get caught. And they don't report all that much, but they should, because you're always getting fucked over by these pricks. I just wish they would report it more. I wish regular civilian authorities had more jurisdiction so that they could go in and investigate better. Because this shit is happening way too often. And in the States, this way worse. Like they get fucked in the States way worse than Canada because they signed a treaty. So they don't have a leg to stand on. Like here they go, we need a treaty negotiations before we do anything. Down there, they signed their treaty like 200 years ago. They're fucked.
No, it's true.
They get whatever
a whole lot of nothing.
Whatever they get, that's what they paid for. So up here, they're like, we didn't sign a treaty. This is our land. They don't get to pull that shit down there.
Nope. No, not at all. They just, hey, but this is our, shut up.
This is our, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
You signed the treaty, dummy.
I got a piece of paper that says it isn't. Shut up.
It's not their fault. 200 years ago, they talked some First Nations dude into signing something. And yeah, and they don't know what they're signing. People got fucked.
The last thing that I do have is on Tuesday, the Trump administration is expected to release their final rule on the so on Tuesday, the Trump administration is looking to release their final rule on a mileage standards through 2026. The whole thing was this was a Obama era vehicle mileage standards and raised the ceiling on damaging fossil fuel emissions for years to come. The whole point of this whole thing was to get vehicles to have more electric vehicles, more fuel efficient gas, more diesel, stuff that's all better for the environment than just running on regular gasoline. Yeah. And Trump is going to reverse that because, well, that's just what he does.
Well, that's fine. You can reverse it all you want because Volvo's no longer making internal combustion cars. Volkswagen's going to follow suit. Pretty soon, the industry will dictate how many electric cars we have because they'll just stop selling them pretty soon. So he can overturn it all he wants. And good, try to save some jobs while you can, because all those jobs are, unless these companies like GM and Ford and the American companies start catching up and getting on board with the electric thing. Well, Ford, I shouldn't say. Ford's miles ahead. They're putting out an electric F-150 next year. That's going to be a fucking game changer. But
yeah, it is.
You got to get with the times, and the companies are all shifting in that direction. So you can reverse. You don't even need this legislation anymore because the electric car is going to be a thing. And then there is no emissions. So I think it's not a bad decision on Trump's part. You might as well scrap it. It's not really necessary anymore.
Oh, it's not going to look good for him, though.
No.
Anyway, you slice it.
But that's fine. Do whatever you think's best. You're fucked. The industry's changing, so you can change with it, or you can. It's like in British Columbia, we got rid of air care. We had something similar where you got your admissions test, and if your car didn't pass, you couldn't get insured. But those emissions tests are no longer necessary because the newer cars don't give out the emissions that were bad enough to necessitate it. So they had to scrap it.
Not only that, Ontario scrapped it too because of a different reason, because they discovered that it was something to do with basically the whole thing was fraudulent.
Well, yeah.
So they ended up having to scrap it. And people are like, well, fuck you. How much have I spent over the fucking years on this? I should be getting money back then. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But
you never get.
They just said
trying to get money back from an insurance company because you don't crash your whole life. It doesn't work that way.
No, it does not.
But yeah, Trump's going to have to. He can try to change all he wants. Well, between now and November. Then he's gone, and we're going to have to start a new podcast. We're going to have nothing to talk about. But yeah, it's not going to be needed anymore. This Ford F-150 is going to just skyrocket people into trying to get the production done in their countries because it's an amazing fucking truck. The first electric truck, everyone's going, where the fuck's the electric truck? It's coming, and it's cool. So you get on board and start changing, or you're gonna be obsolete.
See, I'm just reading here. There's this. I don't even know who this fucking. The Delaware Senator Tom Carper. Fuck you, douchebag. He goes, we should be enacting looking forward environmental policy, not tying our country's future to the dirty vehicles of the past. In Phoenix, Arizona, meanwhile, resident, Columbus Sands, expressed disappointment, saying that she hoped. It's so fucking difficult to say. She had hoped would allow her preschool-age children to break away from TV indoors and play outside more. But because Trump's going to reverse this, now her kids will never be able to go outside because of the air pollution.
Yeah, you're right. You're in fucking Delaware. I'm sure the air is fine. Who's driving through Delaware and fucking up your air? Shut up.
Like, just shut up. How do you tell your daughter that she can't be outside because of air pollution? I've cried so many times. Oh, God.
Go
You're a
fucking
idiot.
talk to the tiger guy.
Right. Dumbass.
That's like I heard a story about Nebraska, the state of Nebraska. They're laughing about this COVID thing. They're like, fuck, nobody in Nebraska is getting it. They're like having a ball down there. They think it's hilarious because nobody's going to Nebraska, nobody's leaving Nebraska, nobody even knows where the fuck Nebraska is, so they got nothing to worry about, and they're just living it up. Same with Delaware. Like, I'm sure it's not like China where you can see the air from here. What's that black cloud always? That's China. Not just Delaware. Like, fuck. What do you got? Like 9 cars? Oh, the pollution. I gotta wear masks. No, you're fine.
Just stop it.
If you're from Delaware and you're offended by this, send us an email. If you're from Delaware and I get an email from you, I'll send you 2 pens. Anyone in Delaware, I will apologize and send you 2 pens. If you send me an email, gwynethpouchesvagina@gmail.com. If you're fuck, anyone from Delaware, please email me. I just want to know what the fuck Delaware is.
Yeah, exactly. I've met people from all over the fucking North America, and I have never once met somebody from Delaware.
No, nobody's from Delaware. And nobody's going to Delaware. They got no air pollution in Delaware. Our kids can't go outside. What? That's the problem. That's the one big problem with COVID and global warming and the whole thing. Stop watching fucking TV. Go read a book. You sit locked in your house going, oh my God, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. No, it's not. Look outside. Everything's fine. Get off. Don't watch network television news and then think that's fucking news and base your life on it. That's what my parents are doing right now. Everything global says is gospel. No, it's not. They're lying. They're reading scripts. I've had 2 friends quit Chorus Entertainment because they hated reading scripted shit. One was a sports reporter. And he just quit because he's like, I'm not reading this crap. It's like, I got in to report on the sports, not just read fucking scripts that they hand me. That's a true story. I used to get, yeah, he gave me his press pass to Lions games. He just quit. He was sick of like reading the shit they told him, like saying shit they told him to say instead of telling the truth.
Oh man, that's just so utterly disappointing.
That is a true thing. I speak truth. Yeah. So don't watch the news is what I'm saying. Listen to Eric and Gord or find some other credible news sources out there. Don't listen to network television news. They are on TV, and just like any other show, they have to keep their ratings up. So they tell entertaining, scary stories to keep you watching, keep you entertained. Just like Netflix. It's like Netflix with real stories.
Yeah. You're right.
We don't have ratings. Nobody rates us. Nobody even listens to us. So we have no reason to be entertaining. We just tell you the truth. And try to sell you stuff.
We certainly do try anyway.
I'll sell something. I sold one t-shirt already today.
Yes, you did. You did sell a t-shirt today.
We had our first sale, and I'm excited. I can't wait. It's a cool thing. Everybody go buy a t-shirt. They're nice. 17 different colors they're available in. 5 sizes for men, 5 sizes for women, and they come in 17 different colors. There's got to be something you like.
Yeah. I'm wearing mine right now. I wear it almost every single time we do the podcast.
I lost mine. I have no idea how I lost it. I don't leave this room.
Your mom probably fucking threw it out.
God,
You
probably.
weren't paying attention.
She thought it was instructions. She's like, fuck Eric and Gord. Yeah, fuck those guys. I'm getting rid of this. She's crazy. She is a crazy, crazy woman. Well, we are coming up on the almost hour and a half mark here.
And, yep, I am pretty much out of shit
That is
to
a
talk
good,
about.
long show. All right.
Gas is nice and low. There's a nice thing to talk about.
buddy,
now
was
that
like,
we can't go anywhere, but
it was like 89 cents or something here over the weekend.
89 cents. You know how much I picked up gas for?
What's that?
64.7.
Ooh, you need
Yeah.
They should put a carbon tax on that.
Oh, don't worry, kid. Yeah. So gas is nice and low. I heard that that oil is officially traded for under $6 a barrel.
6. Wow.
It normally runs for around $63 a barrel.
That is nuts. Yeah,
That
63 is like good, right? That's not high. That's like,
Yeah.
I thought like 40 is like end of the world low. So 6, that's like fucking, like I could go buy a barrel right now with what's in my pocket. I should go buy a barrel and try to sell it for 7. Try to give the market a boost.
Yeah. Western Canadian Select, $6.11.
So if you guys want a limited edition Eric and Gord barrel of oil, send me an email.
But you know what, though? I mean,
I will sell it to you for $7.
But if you want to talk about making an investment right now, if you go in for $6 a barrel, if you go in and buy, I don't know, $10,000 worth, that's a lot of barrels. And then as soon as the price goes up, say, hey, by the way, yeah, here, I got it.
Yeah.
Price goes up to, $60 a barrel. You can sell it for $50.
Or the
And
price
you're
doesn't
making
go
a
anywhere because everyone's buying electric cars this year.
Nobody's buying nothing this year.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, go buy some oil. But buy it from Eric and Gord. Eric and Gord oil is way better than the oil you're going to get for $6 on the market. I'm telling you.
Fuck Eric and Gord oil.
Get it at ericandgordstuff.com. That's where you go for oil. Not a screw fucking Shell or whatever.
I'm looking at the oil prices across the world right now, and Canada is definitely sitting at the lowest at $6.11, and where was the other I just saw for $8.03.
Yep. Because nobody buying it.
That's it. It's they've just been on this massive steady decline. Thank you, Trudeau, for not investing in our oil industry. That's very nice of you.
Yeah, well, he fucking he should be investigated for insider trading because our government pulled all the money out of our oil and invested in Chinese oil.
Yeah. Now which
was a smart decision. Don't get me wrong. Our oil's $6 a barrel. Like, way to go, Trudeau. You fucking called that one, but
he didn't call it. He created it. I mean, let's just be honest here.
Well, I don't.
China's oil is going anywhere from $21 to $29 a barrel.
That's our pension fund.
Yeah.
That's CPP. All our CPP money, anything you're hoping to get, it's all in Chinese oil right now. So you better hope it's doing good, or we're all retiring on nothing.
But it's not doing good.
Well, Chinese oil is doing a hell of a lot better than Canada.
Well, it's doing better, but it's still down like 300%.
Yeah, but it's all relative. If the whole market all drops and that's just what oil is worth now, that's the best oil.
Yeah, I suppose. Who's got the most? Let me see here. Indonesia.
The Saudis are killing it.
Actually, there's a few. Do we have a few in Canada that are actually sitting at $20 a barrel? The rest are at like 10 or 11. But Texas is fucked. Where is Saudi? I didn't say. Oh, they're Arab. Oh yeah, wow. Okay, so Arab is sitting at 56.
Yep, I didn't just make that up. They killed
57.
it. They won the trade war.
Yeah, they're all doing very well. There's one that's sitting at 36. Everybody else is sitting in the 50s. They are clearly sitting at the best.
Yep. Maybe they probably did the Corona thing. No one's even pointing their fingers at them, but that's what they got out of this, is during this whole thing, their oil climbed and climbed and climbed, and ours fucking tanked. And China's went down with it. Maybe it was some smart Saudi guy came and coughed on somebody.
The funny thing is because they're not releasing, apparently they're not quite releasing their numbers. So their numbers have dropped from anywhere from 11 to 36% drop. But that's on a 58-day delay.
Drop on what? What numbers? Oil numbers?
Their price.
Yeah.
Yeah, their price. Yeah. So, I mean, even sitting at $57 a barrel, you're still that, like, the $57, an example, is down almost 12.5%.
Yeah.
From what it was. But again, that's a 58-day delay, so we have no idea where it's actually sitting. Everybody else is within like 20 hours.
Yeah, and they don't have to. That's the thing. They don't have to report anything to anybody, and they're like that too. They're not like us where they're like, oh, we got to go talk to the UN. They're just like, no, we're not doing that. I'm not telling you anything. and we were just like, oh, okay, sorry, we thought you would. No, you keep bombing the shit out of us. We're not telling you, fuck off.
Stop bombing us, god damn it.
And nobody questions them. Like, you have to tell us. No, we don't. And they walk away, and that's the end of that conversation. They're fucking smarter than us. That's the problem.
Trudeau's wife has fully recovered from COVID.
Good. Of course she has. She's young and hot.
Yeah. And a 102-year-old woman, and I can't think of where the fuck she's from, but she got diagnosed with the COVID. She had the COVID, and she made it through. She was fine.
Of course she did. This is what I've been saying. Yeah. It's not that bad. Yes, certain people with pre-existing health conditions will die. If you have a pre-existing health condition and you're listening to this show and you have coronavirus, I'm very sorry for your loss. Everyone else is fine.
Yeah.
87% recovery rate.
Have you heard they're trying to blame? There's two guys in their 30s. They no pre-existing conditions. One of them, I think both of them died from the coronavirus, and they're linking it to vaping.
Oh, of course. It might be. I don't know. My jury's out on vaping. I don't like it. I don't trust it. And I don't think it's something we should focus on, but I don't think it's good for you. I don't think anybody should be doing it. I don't think we should have, governments devoting departments to fucking talk about it or whatever, study it or whatever, but just, it's not a big deal to me. I don't care. If vapors want to vape, then whatever Who cares? But I don't think you should do it. Like, I'm dead again. I don't think it's good for you. It's obviously not good for you. It's a lie.
You're adding water vapor to your lungs. That's not good.
No, it's never good. Of course, the only people who are saying it's bad are tobacco companies. So, gee, I wonder why they think it's bad. Fuck.
You're right.
But yeah, I seriously, if you want my honest opinion, I don't think you should do it. I think we're going to find out it fucking causes coronavirus or something. Someday. Like, not for a long time.
Yeah.
20
years we'll find this out.
All right, kids, this show's got to end sooner or later. But it's not going to be right now. I've been thinking, do you have another story there, Gord, or were you just reading off the internet?
Nope.
Killing time.
Nope.
All right. I'm just going to finish up. I think, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to try to introduce a new segment every Monday because in these times of trouble and uncertainty, it's totally understandable for people to seek guidance and wisdom from a higher power. But in order to get the best of that guidance, the responsibility is upon those of us, like myself, who are highly powerful, to respond when you ask. So that's why I've decided to introduce your weekly horoscope to Eric and Gord, What If We're Right? And hopefully it helps you guide your week a little better. This is from myself and the clairvoyants that I know who deal with this astrology crap. It's all true, though. This is your horoscope from March 29th to April 4th. The energy of Mars and Saturn combined indicate cool-headed strategic action plans are needed now. Distance yourself from areas of conflict and step back and let drama play out. If you're in Aries, stand firm in your position. Doesn't matter, even if you know you're wrong, fucking just tell them. Stand firm this week. You'll see. Even if you're lying, it'll work out for you. Taurus, you have decision-making power right now. So fucking make some decisions. Even if they're bad, it doesn't matter. You have the power to convince people they're good. Gemini, Venus is moving into your sign right now, so you guys are hot as shit. You're going to spend this whole corona time just fucking enjoy it. Geminis, yeah. Who's a Gemini? I am. Cancer, your intuition is strong right now. Go with your gut. Don't listen to anybody ever. Whatever your gut tells you, it's strong right now.
Oh, really? That's me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Leo.
Okay.
Leo, you receive compensation for your efforts. Get paid. Don't let them not pay you. Whoever owes you money, Leo, go get it. Virgo, everyone's trying to rip you off right now. If you made a good friend, like during this corona thing, they're stealing from you. Get rid of them. Get them out of your life right now. They're bad. Everyone's just stealing. Libra, you come up with ideas to save the day this week. All your ideas are good. Tell everybody every idea you have. It'll work out for you, I promise. Scorpio, you have control or influence over how or where someone will live. You literally control the lives. People live or die based on what you say this week. No pressure, but, someone will die if you make the wrong decision this week is all I'm saying. Sagittarius, be firm. Be firm this week, and others will agree with you. Doesn't matter what you're trying to convince them of. Be firm. They'll agree. So this is a good time. If you're a fucking, Ponzi schemer, this is your week to get your scheme on.
If you're an Indian tribe chief member, you want to fuck over.
Exactly. If you're trying to fuck over your First Nations education program, this is your week. Get on it.
Your time to shine.
After April 4th, you're shit out of luck. So, Capricorn, put great effort or overtime when needed. So, Capricorn, we're all taking the week off. Get to work. If you're a Capricorn, now's your time to fucking sweat. Aquarius, You're going to meet with powerful or influential individuals behind the scenes. Don't tell anybody what you're up to. Just you're going to meet some fucking important dudes and just do what they say. Trust me. I don't know the dudes, but just listen to them. You'll get it when it happens. You'll thank me. Yeah, Pisces, your words or presentations capture the attention of those wanting to get in on things. So if you're trying to like sell some oil for $11 a barrel or whatever, now's the time. It's basically a scammy week. Like if you're a good person, you're getting fucked this week, and if you're a con artist, this is your week to get your con on. So, except for, and if you're a Gemini, you're having some sex this week. Because Gemini is hot as shit right now. Everybody find a Gemini and make out with them right after this show. Here you go, kids. Dad, you listen to my star charts, and good things will happen in your lives, I promise. Unless it predicts bad shit, then that's probably going to happen. But it all comes around eventually.
Yeah. It's all about balance.
So feel free to send me an email at gwynethpaltrowsvagina@gmail.com. I can send you a personalized horoscope, or just give you, if you missed what I said, you can always go back and listen to the archives. Download some episodes. Show your friends. And let me know what you think of your horoscope. Let me know at the end of the week if it worked out for you or not. I put a lot of effort into these, so I hope they do good and or bad things to you based on whatever your sign is.
You know, I remember years ago when I worked for my fucking parents, I was reading the Toronto Sun, and I was reading my horoscope, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's like, what's going on? I'm like, this is what, like, literally, this is what my horoscope, I'll never forget it. This is my horoscope. Today might just be a great day for you, or it might not. Depends how the day plays out.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell was that? Like,
that's not a horoscope.
Everybody else gets something. Mine literally just goes, whatever.
Yeah.
I got so screwed by that one.
These were not those. These are very carefully researched. I put a lot of effort into making sure I present you guys with a good horoscope. So I hope it works out or it doesn't. Depending on whether you're one of the good ones or the bad ones. I have no control over what is going to happen to you. I just read the shit. That's it. So that is our Monday show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please send us an email and tell me you did. I'm really getting sick of the broken record thing. I'm tired of begging. Just please. And check out the new website. Tell us what you think of it. There are prizes coming. If you guys get in touch with us, they are coming this week for real. So keep in touch. We're going to be back in roughly 23 hours to do this again. Until then, take care of each other.
Stay inside, follow the rules so we can get the fuck through this. Stop being stupid. I will actually start driving around with a baseball bat. When I find fucking people outside in groups, I'm just going to beat you to death right there and there on the spot. Just so you know.
Yes, science!
Good night.
This is
Eric and Gord. What if we're right?
That was wrong. All right, let me try that again. Good night.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes